You have been warned. This video is not a success story. No joke, it is the slowest Linux installation I have ever encountered. I even missed my lunch. However, I'll share many lessons that I learned during the process. Let's get started. Previously, I installed Ubuntu and Fedora on my Mac. If you didn't watch that, you can find the watch list on the right. This time, I'm trying Omarchy. Omarchy has its own position on the market. It's built on Arch Linux and uses a keyboard-centric approach for navigation, which feels interesting and distinctive. It is developed by DHH, David Heinemeier Hansen, the creator of Ruby on Rails framework. DHH claims that Omarchy combines the best of macOS and Linux to create a unique experience. The keyboard-centric design excites me. Even though I rely heavily on GUIs, operating a system primarily with a keyboard could boost my productivity. I'm really looking forward to trying it out. Let's visit the Omarchy website. It is straightforward, just an ISO file. You don't need to choose the version or other option. Downloading the Omarchy ISO took longer than expected because the file is massive. Ubuntu is under 5 GB. Fedora is less than 2.8 GB. Omarchy? A whopping 6 GB, the biggest Linux ISO I had ever downloaded. At first, I thought Omarchy might include both x86 and ARM binaries, like an Apple-style universal bundle. But no, it's x86 only. It was my first disappointment. Omarchy doesn't support ARM CPUs yet. Since I am using an Apple Silicon Mac, which is an ARM-based CPU, it differs from Omarchy's. I can't use virtualization. Instead, I need emulation. Thankfully, I already installed UTM, which I covered in a previous video. You may check the link above or see the description. UTM allows me to emulate x86 CPUs to install the Omarchy. Here is the step. Launch the UTM, then click Create, choose Emulate. Select Linux, obviously. Choose the ISO location. Continue. In the architecture menu, choose x86 64. UTM offers many options, but it is not fit for this case. In the system, leave it as default. Assign 8 GB of RAM. Click Enable Hardware, open GL Acceleration. Continue. Storage, make it default. Click Continue. Share directory, skip it. Continue. Make Adjust Final Review, and click Save. Let's fire up the virtual machine and begin. After a while, the pixelated Omarchy boot up screen appear, reminiscent of an old-school DOS game. 3 minutes in, I checked the activity monitor because the screen seemed frozen. It is far slower than a typical Linux installation. You need to be patient. Just wait. Finally, it loads. I move my finger on the trackpad, but there's no cursor during installation, which aligns with Omarchy's keyboard-oriented design. I can only use the arrow key to navigate. No mouse here. Choose the keyboard layout to English US. Enter. Okay, set up a username. Let's keep the tradition bits. Click Enter. Password. Let me leave it blank. Enter. Type again. Make it blank. Enter. Oops. Your password can't be blank. Then, let me assign a weak password. Enter. Okay. Type it again to confirm. Enter. Full name for Git authentication. Omarchy is built for developers. That explains everything. It asks for your Git authentication. Bits. Press Enter. Email address. Let's skip at the moment. Enter. Hostname. Skip. Click Enter. Time zone. Another operating system doesn't detect the time zone automatically. Enter. Okay. Final review. Omarchy setup also is simpler than Ubuntu with just 6 questions. My final double check. It looks right. Select Yes. Enter. Next, one more step. I need to confirm where the Omarchy will install. Since I only have one storage, it's straightforward. Press Enter. A warning about formatting the disk appears. Select Yes. The installation begins. During the installation, Omarchy requires downloading additional packages. I'm so curious. Despite the massive ISO, it still needs to fetch more files. There aren't just small updates. It downloads the framework, including core components of the OS. Unlike Ubuntu or Fedora, Omarchy doesn't offer a live CD environment. With those distros, I could browse the web with Firefox during installation, but Omarchy provides no such option. Hopefully it will finish soon. The installation has been running for about 4 minutes, and it's still downloading packages. I think it'll speed up soon.
A few moments later.
Now, the installation has now run for 15 minutes. It seems that the system is configuring keys. It should finish soon, right? Nope, more things to install. Let's keep waiting. Still no clear indication of how long the installation will take. Finally, I see they're showing the fraction, indicating the progress. 15 steps to go. That gives me some hope. A warning appears about a missing firmware module. Seriously? A 6.6 gigabytes ISO plus online downloads and something still missing? Fortunately, it doesn't seem to bother the major installation process. Speaking of my lunch, I originally planned to grab lunch after a quick 10 to 15 minute installation, but it's been half an hour already. It took far more time than I expected. I hope I am nearing the final steps. 13 of 15, 2 more steps to go. Yeah, is this done?
A few moments later.
The system is setting the keyboard layout. It should finish any moment now. Running build hook. Now, it is almost a 1-hour installation. I am hungry. Just showing some warnings. Can we just wrap this up? What's this? More downloads are happening. Are they fetching the missing components now? Can you just grep the file from the ISO? Another installation phase begins. I'm starving.
2,000 years later.
You may reboot when ready. I eject the ISO image and restart the VM. The installation stopped. Installation completed without any errors. Though, lots of warnings during installations. Oh yes, they show a QR code that linked to the Discord forum. Worth celebrating. It took me 1.5 hours to finish. Let me finish the lunch and restart.
After lunch.
After lunch, I restart the VM. Security checks. Need to type the password. All the checking. Omarchy login. Bits. Password. Let's see. How's Omarchy going? Well, what's going on? Just a shell. Nothing else? No GUI or desktop environment. It turns out the Omarchy wasn't fully installed. After an hour, I just installed Arch Linux, not Omarchy. The reboot when ready message was misleading. Omarchy installation begins after the Arch Linux. So, the message you can restart is not accurate. I need to reinstall. Another hour spent. You can check we got the installation completed without any error message. It tells you that you may reboot. Ignore that. I'm about to start installing Omarchy. This time, I disconnected the network interface to avoid downloading updates and use the ISO's packages instead. More installation steps follow. During installation, prompts occasionally appear asking if I want to install certain packages. They're not serious, you don't need to respond, and the process continues anyway. After 90 minutes, I finally saw the success screen. I can reboot. It took hours, but Omarchy is installed. Let's key in my username and password. Wow, I installed it successfully. The color tone looks like Ubuntu, but when I launch the app, it can't show successfully. They only show the window border. What the? The system is painfully slow, likely due to emulation. I allocated more resources to UTM, but it didn't help. I rebooted and reinstalled a third time, even with the network enabled, but the result was the same. Ultimately, I couldn't get Omarchy running properly on UTM. I don't know why. Dear Internet, I wanted to share a success story about installing and using Omarchy on UTM. I tried multiple times, but I still don't have a working version. If I can figure it out, I will post an update video to follow up. Please subscribe. That's the end of this video.